But here's the reality. 6% or 1.8 million of the Malaysian population is still living below the poverty line. Rapid development in cities and lack of economic opportunities in rural areas have led to urban migration, especially among the Malaysian youths. On top of that, there are about 1.7% of Malaysians who are registered as disabled persons.
These are real challenges that Malaysia is facing. These are the hurdles as a nation we need to overcome to become a fully developed nation by 2020. ENACTUS UNITEN KSHAS Malaysia believes through entrepreneurial action, we can offer solutions to these problems and bring positive impact to the livelihood of others.
We have embraced the world of opportunities, but opportunities alone are not enough. We are looking towards something far greater.
Hi, I'm Mira.
Hi, I'm Firdaus.
Hi, I'm Rizman.
Hi, I'm Ian.
And I'm Emai. Together with us are Ahmad and Muhammad Hussain, and we are presenting ENACTUS Malaysia. This year, we have overseen 6 projects, of which we'll present 2. Since 2012, Stingless project aims to improve the livelihood of the Kampung Bukit community. Back when we started, we were baffled by the socio-economic gap between Kampung Bukit and other villages. You see, Kampung Bukit is located in Johor Island, where the main industry is tourism. However, Kampung Bukit has the lowest tourist traffic in Johor, and this leads to a very low average household income. There's also the monsoon season that cuts them off from tourists for 4 months a year, and also increases the cost of basic necessities. To make things worse, urban migration is common among youth, and this leads to difficulty in the socio-economic growth of the Kampung Bukit community. Seeing all this, there's an urgent need to assist.
Tioman is blessed with an abundance of bees roaming around freely on the island, specifically in Bukit. Tribal bees, sometimes called Stingless honeybees, produce honey that is of high value. As the name suggests, you do not need to wear any protective clothing to handle them. Given all these benefits, we propose a project to assist them increase their household income. When the project first started, the main product was honey jars, which until today, the sales are still going strong.
We were glad with the expansion that the project has undergone since its establishment. In 2014, another village, Kampung Juara, contacted them asking for assistance. To assist, we organized an event called Honey Day that is aimed to transfer the knowledge and best practice between the 2 villages. It was also around this time that we introduced honey sticks as a means to diversify our product. With this, we made a vision for the project that is to turn Tioman Island into a bee hub.
In line with this vision, this year, the project managed to attract 4 other villages to pursue this venture, making it a total 6 out of 8 villages in Tioman Island. The 4 villages mentioned are Air Batam, Tengke, Salam, and Genteng. We organized Honey Day 2.0 at the Pladang office in Tengke to repeat the success of the one we did last year. Representatives from these 4 villages came here and participated in the sessions. 2015 also saw the halt in production of honey sticks due to low demand. This shows that they are independent and are able to react to the outcome of their business.
Unfortunately, early this year, a major natural disaster hit the east coast of Malaysia. Hundreds of thousands of people were affected by a major flood nationwide, and Tioman Island was no exception. Heavy rains have caused the bees to have difficulty looking for food, and the bees starved to death. Bee boxes also developed fungi. In response to this, we convinced them that they can still achieve success despite the setbacks by proposing a new product diversification plan. A part of this plan is the introduction of honey soap. To help us in this new venture, we met Mr. Swaziland and Mr. Lukman, 2 representatives from Trigon Gold PLC, which also produces honey soaps. After discussion, Trigon Gold agreed to share the formula to make honey soaps as they too wanted to help the people of Tioman Island. You see, the formula is quite simple, and there is no major cost to begin operations, and the selling price is $6.50 per unit. So the profit margin is very high.
In order to cater to a larger market, we took advantage of social media to further increase sales. Our products are advertised on Facebook, and we couldn't be happier with the sales it brings. As production in Tioman Island. Not only that, as a result of ecotourism, honey products such as honey jars and honey soaps could also be exposed to a larger market, which could lead to an increase in sales.
Due to the progress of this project for the past 3 years, the villagers were approached by Associate Professor Dr. Fatima Kari, representative of the Center of Poverty and Development Studies, CPDS, a research center under University Malaya. The research center was given a grant which will be funneled into studies on improving the economy of rural areas. One of the areas of focus is Kampung Bukit. To assist them with their efforts, they invited us to give insights and opinions. To help eradicate the problem related to beekeeping, they brought along 2 experts, which are Mr. Fahimi from Malaysian Agricultural Research and Development Institute, otherwise known as MARDI, and Dr. Ibrahim from Great Farm Enterprise. They came in to assist with matters regarding the food for the bees and beekeeping management.
We were also chosen to receive a grant from the Ministry of Science, Technology and Innovation of Malaysia worth almost $25,000 that is to be injected in the development of this project and for it to be replicated elsewhere. One of the first things that we did with the fund is that we introduced a new method to extract honey by using a breast pump that we modified that could reduce the extraction time to 30 minutes as opposed to a painful 2 hours. Over the years, we've been actively encouraging the participation of women in this venture. As of today, the ratio of male and female beekeepers stands at 6 to 4.
Here are the results thus far. As of this year, we have now seen an increase in bee boxes from 156 to 431, with the addition of 4 new villages.
With the capacity to produce up to 110 kilograms of honey per month.
The total number of beekeepers has increased from 7 to 126.
The sales of honey jar totaled to 838 units and honey soap 568 units with revenue of about $10,700 and $3,700 respectively. This is a net profit margin of 76%.
We have formed a group of knowledgeable and expert beekeepers, and the environment benefits too. More beekeeping leads to more pollination of plants and trees. Fruits can now be harvested 3 times a year. Sharkless has gone through years and years of transformation. We believe that now they will become more independent than ever. We are confident that the long-term prospect for this business is bright, given the growing health concerns among local consumers. And if all well, they can tap into the foreign market as well.
When we first started this next project, I was ignorant of the troubles that blind people go through. But as time went by, it changed me. And that was when I realized this is why I'm here. Paradigm is a project that revolves around Taman Harapan, an agricultural training facility for the blind, ranging from totally blind to visually impaired. Taman Harapan at the time relied on limited financial resources, such as government funding and public donations. This makes it hard for the facility to run its daily operations. As a training facility, it has several modules for its trainees to benefit from, to prepare them for daily life outside of Taman Harapan. Despite the training provided, they still lack skills to help their daily environment.
Once they got out, it is hard for them to make a living as they don't have the necessary skills to get them through. With all of these problems, it is clear that Taman Harapan needed assistance. This came to them in the form of an old and underutilized unit. Seeing this as an opportunity, we proposed to them to pursue a chicken breeding project that would be successful from their own source of income. To assist them in this venture, we provided them with a microloan that would act as a starting capital, which amounted to $390. We also prepared a module that covers various areas related to poultry farming. This module was done to suit the blind people with assistance of relevant authorities, such as MARDI, Veterinary Services Department, and of course, Taman Harapan themselves.
So let's take a look at this here. The flood in the east coast of Malaysia that we mentioned earlier also affected Taman Harapan. In the aftermath of the flood, out of 200, only 163 chickens survived. This is a loss of revenue up to $173. In some cases, when this situation arises, a business most certainly will face a loss. But fortunately, Taman Harapan achieved a profit. What happened was, it prompted them to streamline their offerings, as opposed to selling both live and processed They only sell processed chicken, which in turn gives them a profit of $290. In order to ensure that the chicken will be sold, they make sure that the prices will be competitive by setting the price a bit lower than the market price.
Seeing that it can make even more profit, they figured if they could cut off just one intermediary in the supply chain, they could do just that. Well, to make this happen, we introduced a new syllabus in their poultry farming module, which is chicken brooding. Chicken brooding, in short, would be a process in which Taman Harapan would produce their own chicks through the laying of eggs at the facility. This eliminates the process of them acquiring chicks from suppliers, usually from Kuala Pilah. To make the process successful, some new infrastructures, such as chicken perches, where the chickens would hang around, and the chicken nesting area, where the chickens would mate, have been installed in the facility.
The complicated part of this process is that the eggs need to be laid by the hens, where there's a risk of them damaging the eggs. Or they can use an incubator, which is more effective. But the problem is, an incubator is very costly, where the price could be at least $200, which is way out of their budget. They then knew they'd have to find a way to make their own incubator. To do this, they met Mr. Badjo, who specializes in poultry farming and has almost 10 years experience in incubator making. He also has ties with marketing and veterinary services department. Through his assistance, they managed to make 2 incubators, a prototype and the final product. Both incubators cost almost $200 in total to produce. The incubators were sent for a test with Marty and have been approved with a success rate of 95%, which means for every 60 eggs that would be incubated, there could be up to 57 eggs hatched.
In order to get the process started, they reserved 10 chickens as their initial capital. These chickens will be part of the experimental phase, who will lay about 60 eggs. The experimental phase is to assist them to have hands-on training, so that they could learn even more about the process and produce chicks on a bigger scale next time around. With the installation of the incubator, or chicken brooding as a whole, Taman Harapan can save up to 24% of cost. Not only that, now that they're in control of the operation of the business entirely, Taman Harapan is technically in the process of turning the institute into a free-range poultry center, the first of its kind in Temerloh. Another thing that we need to consider in the implementation of this project is that the trainees' mobility is restricted. Therefore, we install a mobility aid so that they could get to the chicken coop easily. This also enables other trainees to be involved in the project as well.
Now, all that is happening in Taman Harapan, it will be a shame if the product is not marketed successfully. To get the word out, we made brochures and phone calls targeting people around Temerloh. When the word got out, it was up to the people of Taman Harapan to sell the chicken, and so they did.
Now, let's talk about the result. The net profit of Taman Harapan has increased to over $950, with a net profit margin of 24.9%.
The number of chicken batches has now increased from 1 to 3, with the number of chickens per batch increasing from 150 to 200.
We have improved the efficiency of Taman Harapan by installing a low-cost, in-house incubator.
With the profit that they have achieved, we have increased the income of Taman Harapan and have not completed the payment of microloan.
The trainees are now equipped with financial and agricultural knowledge and expertise.
We have also created awareness on the benefit of organic food consumption around Temerloh.
They now know the nuts and bolts of the poultry farming business. We are confident that this project will be sustainable many years down the road.
The world in dozens of classes for us to make in almost everything.
Because almost everything, all situations, problems, and possibilities fall in the spectrums of opportunities, leaving you to make a move, whether to take it or to leave it.
Opportunities comes in all shapes and sizes, and it doesn't discriminate. Whether you're isolated from the trends of urbanization,
Whether you're financially challenged,